Hey, baby, I want to know what's on your mind. Hey, baby, I want to know what's on your mind. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the Uncle Luke Show podcast, all brought to you by Luke Gear. You got to get your Luke Gear. You see it. Luke Gear. You got to get your bomber. You got to get your hat. You got to get all your stuff. Get your, oh yeah. Now I'm looking right. Now I'm looking right and tight. I got a big head, so I got to put it all the way to the back. Put it all the way to the back. Put it all the way to the back. I got to put it all the way. Big head, big head, big head, big head, big head, big head. Yo, let me stop playing. I shouldn't be doing that on here. Welcome to another edition, people, of the Uncle Show podcast. That's what it's all about. Hopefully y'all guys had a great week. I had a great week. I did so much, man. I did so much, so many things this week. It was beautiful. And I'm going to get into a lot of the things and a lot of people I saw over the weekend and some of the extraordinary things we got to be able to do. I mean, it was epic. What's up, Glow? How you doing? How's everybody doing on my Facebook page? Facebook, I like you guys. I'm happy that you all are on here. Last time we did the show, we had some technical difficulties on Facebook, but thank you for being here. We got a good show. Everybody like my girl Glow over on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, Uncle Luke TV on my YouTube channel. I want you to go over there. If you want to go and comment, I know you can't comment on my X page, Uncle Luke Real One, but just go on over to the YouTube page. I want you to like, share, and subscribe, and you can do all the commenting you want to do. And you can also go to my Uncle Luke Facebook page, my fan page. You can go over there. You can do some comments. I'll see your comment in here. For some reason, I don't see the comments from Twitter for whatever reason it may be. I don't normally see them in there, but sometimes I see them. Hey, what's up? Shouts out to my homeboy, Mark over there at South Point. I see you, Mark. South Point. I'll be over there this weekend. I'm definitely going to Joe's Own Crab. It's gonna be crazy. It's Art Basel weekend. It's gonna be bananas. Y'all hear my voice is a little sore. I did a concert at Art Basel, the opening of Art Basel. Yours truly, Uncle Luke, opened that thing up. Did a show at the art gallery down there, this hip hop graffiti gallery. I did a big show. It was epic. Listen, man, it was crazy. The show was absolutely crazy. I might have a clip. Let me just tell y'all about this show. I'm down there doing the show, minding my own business. I don't normally do shows. It was a private show. It was a private event for the art gallery down there, for the gallery, the graffiti gallery. I forget the name of it. I'm doing my show. I feel like, it's like the 80s, 90s vibe going on. This lady gets on stage, and when I tell you, homegirl, showed her boobies, it was bananas. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Why is she on stage showing her assets? I just felt like I was back in the 90s. I'm telling you, I was like, Lord help me. I'm trying to possibly run for office. This lady is up on stage. She done got down in a crouch position, like she trying to give me some FaceTime. I was like, no, this cannot be happening. This cannot be happening right now. I'm gonna have to show y'all a clip from that. I tried to get the entire show, but I wasn't able to do that. I mean, I wasn't able to get it all, but listen, this lady, you know, people have a tendency of thinking that I am the perpetrator of these things. I'm not. I'm the innocent person. Hi, Courtney. I'm the innocent person. I do nothing. I absolutely do nothing. I just be sitting there chilling, doing nothing. And these people get on stage and they go to get naked. This lady felt obligated to go on stage, take her stuff off, show her little assets, and get naked. Well, she didn't get fully naked. It was more so like a partial thing. It was like she showed her, I mean, nice. She had nice boobies. I gotta tell you, they were very nice looking, you know, and she had no problem showing it. She felt real comfortable showing her assets on stage, which was okay. If that's what you want to do, sweetheart, I got no problem with that. If that is what you want to do. So the lady, man, so I'm up there doing my show, you know, and this time of year, because I get ready to go on the road, I do these shows and I do like a little test run of some of the shows. I do some test runs, and this particular lady
I was looking for Shador
got
film
up on stage. Sorry about that. She got up on stage. I don't know what these people are doing. They're trying to actually find the clip of her and her little assets that she decided to show. This may be it here. There she go right there. There she go right there. She had all her boobies out. Can you believe that? I mean, these people get on stage with me and just, listen, man, I might get kicked off of YouTube. And that's what they do. I have nothing to do with it. I don't do nothing. They just feel obligated to get on stage and show their little assets. Show it to you again. I'm not going to show y'all what she was doing before that. You see her going off the stage. If I showed you what she was doing, I think they would probably kick me off of YouTube. Because I don't know if YouTube let that happen. If I showed y'all what she was doing before, God, I feel like I was being taken advantage of. You know, and I'm backing up because I know I'm sitting there like, you're right, Craig. It ain't my fault. I'm sitting there like, my God, what have I got myself into? What have I got myself into? I mean, let's be real. I'm sitting there like, this is not good under no circumstances. But I'm just sitting there, minding my own business. And the lady gets on stage, whips out her boobies. They look absolutely big. At some point in the show, she just kept showing them. And I said, hold on, let me stop the music. Sweetheart, are they real? Because I really, at that point, I wanted to know whether it was real or not. I was like, she was like, yes, they're real. And then I was like, let me see. She started. I was, at that point, I was like, look, I'm thinking about running for office. This may, well, it won't be a problem. This may possibly be an issue. If I mean, I might be doing concerts and still on stage, and they may just send people up on stage to just get naked. And then I can hear them now. Is this what you want to be your congressman? This type of activity. And all the people go say, yeah, hell yeah, that's what we want. I'm sorry, people. It's not my fault. I have no control over the people who jump over the railing and come on stage and want to show their boobies. That hasn't happened in a minute because, and I was a little taken back because my normal show, this was a private event. My normal shows are me going and doing major arenas, and nobody could get to the stage. I mean, the only time they can get to the stage, I jump in the audience, and I have to be a part of that. And every now and then I'll be feeling real good. And then I'll go and hop into the audience. But in these private shows at these clubs, that has a tendency of happening. Now, on concerts, I'll get some underwear thrown on stage. I'll get that. I'll get that every now and then. And then you go through those clubs. Anything can happen at a club. Anything can happen at a private event. Anything can happen on there. And so, again, I didn't do anything. So if there's some pictures, it wasn't my fault. What's the name of that song? It ain't my fault. I can't make this shit up. You think I'm like getting ready to be in the senior citizen class that women still feel obligated to get on stage and show their assets? I'm trying to make sense of all this. I'm trying to really make sense of all this. But I don't understand it. I guess it's the music. What y'all think in the chat? Is it the music? When I say, show them titties, show them titties, baby, show. Is that me telling people? Is that me encouraging people to come on? Because if I am encouraging people to come on, I might have to just cut that part out of the song and say, them, and censor myself. What's up, Walter Campbell? How you feeling? So before I start the show, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to, I know it looked like we started, but I want everybody to let me know where you're from. Put it in the chat. In tribute to my good friend, Uncle Al, is all where you from, where you at. Put it in the chat. Let me know where you're from so I can post it up in here to let people know where you're at. Because this show is getting ready to be crazy. I know you're in the patch, Courtney. That's all right. But this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Little Haiti. That's what's up. All right, let's get into it, people. I want you to like, share, subscribe, tell people that we're live on the air right now. I know it's a lot going on. There's a lot of football going on, some high school ball going on. But I promise you that I'll do a show each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I'm going to start coming on Sunday to to do these shows here because I liked it the last Sunday when I did the show. It was very, very engaging. JT Money, Miami. Is that my guy, JT Money? Is that my guy, JT Money, the Money Man? If it is, one day me and JT Money got to do a show. JT Money got to come on live. We got to tell some old stories from back in the days of Luke Records and some old JT Money Man, some of the JT Money Man stories. Y'all got to know. But let's get into it. I had the pleasure of going out to a golf tournament this weekend, DJ Khaled Golf Tournament, 3rd annual DJ Khaled Let's Go Golfing Golf Tournament. And I had a good time, man. I always have a good time at Khaled event. I can't go to all events of the lavish events, but I always attend the golf tournament because I always support him. I love him to death, support him. He was one of the young men that I heard on an underground radio station, and I just thought he had so much he was so charismatic, and I would go and watch him DJ on Rickenbacker Causeway. They had a club over there. They would do parties, and you know, I just loved them, and so I started doing the Uncle Luke show on 99 Jams, and then I invited him to be one of the DJs. It was him, Uncle Al. It was him, Uncle Al, and Soul Syndicate. Those guys were on the show. And I remember like it was yesterday. And then we had Freaky Red and we had Jeff Sanchez, who's probably one of the biggest executives at NBA right now. Jeff Sanchez, he was on the show. And you know, he was the producer, and we had quite a few other people that was on the show. You know, we would break records, do mixes. 99 Jams never had a mix show. And people at the station really hated Khaled. They thought he was too loud, too obnoxious, too bold, too everything, and I had to take up for him. And every time they wanted to, try to pipe him down because they had too much energy, I would be like, no, he's going to keep the same energy. And if you want to suspend him that week, then we'll suspend the entire show. And that's what we did. So most people at 99 Jams, they may tell you right now they wasn't too fond of him. They were not too fond of him. But then they got to learn to like him. You know, Cedric Hollywood came in, and before you know it, Cedric Hollywood understood what was happening. Well, Cedric Hollywood was the reason why we did the mix show, because when he came from Orlando to Miami and the station was losing, and he asked me, what can I do? I was like, well, one, you're not playing enough reggae. Power 96 is doing that. Two, you don't have a mix show. Power 96 is doing that. It's like, really? So will you do the mix show? I was like, okay, well, let me create a show, a platform. And I figured, hey, look, Soul Syndicate will do the reggae, Uncle Al will do the Miami stuff, and DJ Khaled will do all the New York mixes and all that shit. And so that was how Khaled became born nationally. He talks about it in his book. And so that's what you have. One day I'm gonna put one of those old pictures of him on there. But shouts out to my man DJ Khaled. I love him. Happy birthday. This is his birthday weekend. But hey, man, we're blessed to have the one and only JT Money in here. Y'all see JT Money right there? That's the Money Man. That's my guy. That's my guy. First gangster hip hop group ever. Is it ever? No, in the South. JT Money, Poison Gland. First gangster hip hop group in the entire South. Because again, we started hip hop in the South, just so you know. And so we wasn't doing no gangster. I had to have a gangster hip hop group, and it was JT Money and the Poison Gland. Life's a bitch, so why marry one? Being in love with a bitch is very dumb. That is the greatest line ever, in my opinion, of hip hop. That is the greatest line ever. The greatest fucking, and I said, and I'm not saying it because he's on here, I say it everywhere I go. They said, give me one line. I do an interview. They said, give me one line that is classic and would resonate with the masses of any generation, of any people, of anybody, race, creed, or color around the world that everybody can relate to. Because everybody can't relate to every hip-hop line or verse or whatever it may be because they might not understand it. But when he said that, I was like, this motherfucking dude is that guy. And he's been that guy ever since. Life's a bitch, so why marry one? Being in love with a bitch is very dumb. PC is hoe-hated. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know I know JT got that moment when as soon as he said, fuck that shit, school ain't for me. Hey, the whole crowd erupt. But for me, that is the most classic line ever to be rapped on a fucking record. So one day, Money Man, I got to get you on the podcast. We got to share some of these old stories. People will lose their mind because we got some stories. Everybody want to know what the hell happened in Japan. JT Money, it was JT Money that orchestrated the whole thing. Hey, we was in Japan, man. Don't have me. See, now I ain't seen him on it. I'm gonna just hold it. Because me and JT Money performed in Japan and it was epic. It was, we went from city to city to city. It was, listen, these are the stories that you don't know. Did we get in trouble? Yes, we did. Did we get, these are the stories you don't, listen, man, me and this man got so many stories. He's gonna have to get on here. We're gonna do that. We gotta have him on here. And I'm gonna link up with Money Man. I gotta link up with you so we can get on here and talk some shit, share some stories. Hey, listen, man, I want y'all to make sure y'all go and follow him because he's doing a lot of events, a lot of programs. Go follow him on Instagram. Y'all can catch JT Money on Instagram. And follow the Money Man. Go to the shows and all that because he put on a hell of a show. One thing about a Luke record artist, we put on a motherfucking show. That's mandatory. That's why a Luke record artist never, you can't retire one because the public won't allow them to be retired. Because when they do shows, they give you your fucking money's worth. Whether it's Pitbull, whether it's H-Town, they still doing shows, whether it's JT Money, myself, we put on a fucking show. Trick Daddy, we discovered him too. Put on a show. That's it. That's mandatory. So anytime y'all seeing my man JT Money performing, go take your ass there. You're going to see a show. You're going to get your money's worth. You're going to leave that motherfucker tired and sweating and all that other shit like that. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Uncle Luke podcast where we're on here. We talk sports, politics, and entertainment. And right now I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this, people. I want to talk about what happened to Shedeur Sanders last week before I get into some of these other things. What happened to Shedeur last week, we know Jerry Jeudy spazzed out, did some dumb shit. We know the play calling was skeptical. We know that Deshaun Watson has started practice. He won't be available. They got to evaluate him for another 20-some days now. But this right here caught my attention.
Looking for Shedeur film when I came across the worst fourth down attempt of all time. It is 4th and 1, bordering on the red zone, and I want to direct your attention to right tackle Jack Conklin. Because who told him to do this? What is that? The Superman whiff? My man. Aside from that, that's a false start in the backfield. He gets set in motion, And that's a false start right there. Doesn't get called, whatever. Lastly, let's look at left guard Big Joel Bitonio, because he equally whiffs. Nothing, just falls to the ground. Forget the unblocked free safety. He's going to whiff the guy up front, and both of them get through untouched. My God.
Now that's that's 4-for-1, people. And as you can see, they were going in for a touchdown. They had the numbers in the box. That's 4-for-1. So when you see these things in real time, it happens so fast, and then you want to depend on the commentator and the production crew to make some sense of it. But they don't always make sense of it because they don't want to expose the deficiencies in the team for whatever reason it may be, whether it's gambling, whether it's I don't want to put this coach out there or whatever it may be. But the internet is fucking undefeated. And this young man who did this clip laid it out. Now, their argument would be that was a cut block. They would say, oh, we were cutting in that situation. Well, why would you be cutting in that situation when you got a running back running a dive? Why would you be cutting in that situation? You don't cut in that situation. You're going to get 1 yard to get the first down to continue to drive and possibly go into the end zone. But all these motherfuckers went and cut. They call it, the guy on there says it's a wiffle block. It's not, it's a cut block. But you only cut when you get ready to go somewhere. In that situation, and the defender did what he's supposed to do. If you cut, he's going to press. He's going to do this, and jump across the cut. But that in that situation, you're not doing a cut block. You don't have numbers. You got to move the pile. You got to down, get upfield, and then get to the point where the running back has a chance to push the crowd. You see the Philadelphia Eagles, the push, the tush push, or whatever they call it. And they push the crowd. Well, if they had that opportunity to be able to do that, because all the fucking linemen would have been on the ground. They allowed 2 people to come in and hit the running back. Drive stop, they're off the field. I mean, the worst thing they did, I think, in my opinion, is started this shit to gambling, because everything is suspect. And a lot of people are gambling, and a lot of people are looking at football, whether it's college football or NFL football, they're looking at the officiating at it, and they're thinking that everything has a gambling part of it. And a lot of times that's what it is. So speaking of gambling, listen, this lady right here is a troublemaker. She joins me tonight from DC. I'm glad it's cold as shit out there. She's freezing her ass off because what she did last night, I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna let her, if she try to talk about what she did last night to me, she's a friend of the show. What she did last night to me, and then text me. I'm so delirious because I was running on 3 hours and text me and told me that she did it. Oh, I did this. What? You did what? Yeah. I'm not going to reveal what you think the lady who got on stage, and did and did all this? You think the lady who got on stage did all this? She did worse. She did worse to me. I mean, she's teamless. So she's going through a crisis right now. She don't have a team. She lost her team in the draft. So she's on a freaking rampage. But what she did to me last night, I'm like, I'm minding my own business. And then I get a text. Oh, I did this. I said, hey, your boyfriend's what? I'm not going to say who it was and what she did. And I'm not talking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome D from D Love Sports. Yeah, they know it. See, Glow knew it without me even introducing you. Glow knew you did something to me.
Hi, how y'all doing? Happy Friday. That's one of the most unique introductions I've had, especially the clip you showed. Jeez. How are you doing today? You don't look happy to see me. Hey.
Hi D. How are you?
I'm great. It's Friday.
See, when people do messy shit, they come on laughing. Y'all know messy people. When they do messy stuff, they come on with a big old laugh and be talking about, oh, hi. Oh.
Hey. I'm just happy to see you, man. I don't know what's going on. I'm happy.
I'm glad you don't know what's going on because you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me do another introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We want to welcome D Love from D Love Sports. A hot mess. Oh no.
Wow, a hot mess. I wonder where if I'm messy, I wonder where I got it from. Where I get it from?
From me? Why?
I might have got it from you. I don't know. The streets are saying you are a bad influence. I just, that's all.
It's not a week that goes by where somebody don't say that I'm a bad influence on you. See, they see you as this nice, innocent, beautiful lady. The guys are going to say, I'm a bad influence, and then turn around and try to holler at you because they're intimidated by me. Why would they be intimidated by an old dude like me? Then you got some of these chicks. The chicks who low-key like me, want me. They're going to tell you, oh, you need to stop hanging around him. Because deep down, they're trying to holler themselves. So they want nothing good for me. Start getting it on both sides. But then I'm not a bad influence because I'm a good influence. I love everybody and everything. I don't cause any trouble. I don't cause trouble like I used to.
Okay. All right. Look, I guess people need to know that, Luke. They know the old you. They don't know the new you. I try to vouch for you. I'm like, look, he's older now. I try to vouch for you, but some people just.
Some people, yeah, I know. So D, I just clip up. I want to show it again, and I want your opinion. It is this clip of the Cleveland Browns.
With the offensive lineman? I see that. Yeah.
Let me show it again for the people who just got in here. And then I want to ask you, what's your opinion of it? Because, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is D from D Love Sports. Y'all can follow her on all her social media platforms. She talks sports. She have a crew of people. She covers the Maryland Terps, who had a great signing day. And what's the USFL team?
The UFL team, the DC Defenders.
The DC Defenders. She covers all that. I mean, great mind in sports. So y'all go and follow her. Make sure you do it on all of our social media platforms: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that. But tell me, I'm
looking for Shador film when I came across the worst fourth down attempt of all time. It is 4th and 1, bordering on the red zone, and I want to direct your attention to right tackle Jack Conklin. Because who told him to do this? What is that? The Superman whiff? My man. Aside from that, that's a false start in the backfield. He gets set in motion, and that's a false start right there. Doesn't get called, whatever. Lastly, let's look at left guard Big Joel Bitonio, because he equally whiffs. Nothing, just falls to the ground. Forget the unblocked free safety. He's going to whiff the guy up front, and both of them get through untouched. My God.
Mm.
I mean, what's your opinion of that?
It just looks unexplainable. It looks so intentional. And I feel like I know better than to believe it's intentional, but I also it's just like, what's going on? What's happening? Um, I don't have an explanation. I know people are like, it's rigged, there's betting involved. Like, does your coach go tap you on the shoulder, like, go ahead and mess this up for me? I don't know. I don't have an explanation for it. It's just bad football. I don't have.
I mean, and when you really look at it, in that situation, is a 4th and 1.
Yeah.
You're not cutting anybody in that situation. If anything, you're pushing forward, down, and you're pushing forward to do what? To get a first down.
First down, yeah.
And do the tush push, or whatever the hell they call it. I mean, it is bananas.
I'm looking at the formation. I feel like the formation wasn't even like made to win. I don't know.
It's like, you see, what people don't understand, and you know it, football is a numbers game.
Mhm.
How many people I got, how many people I have versus you.
It's formations and matchups, right?
How many people I have versus you. And that's what it is. And so I got to outnumber you in that situation. And I got to pick up everybody in that situation to get what I'm going at. Obviously, they were running a dive. They were running a dive in that situation. And you cutting people?
Yeah.
You got the big fucking lineman as supposed to be a fullback. You're supposed to be running behind him. You ain't even ran behind him.
I don't understand. I really tried not to like dive in like the people in the comments were, because I was like, I will go down this whole other rabbit hole, but I'm just gonna stick with it's bad football and give me some more evidence, and then maybe we have a case. But I just can't be one of them people of the one play and this is the answer for the one play. But that offensive line has been bad, and it's been bad for now 2 years. So
that's amazing. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. What the hell is going on over there? Now, let me ask you this here. Here's another thing. You have the college football playoffs. I don't know if me and you talked about this. What's your opinion of Miami Notre Dame?
So are you talking about them saying that Miami should be in, and Notre Dame is in, and then Miami's like the question mark type team? Is that?
Yes. Yes.
And I think it combination of things. Like we talked about this on Sports and Coffee, right? You beat Notre Dame in September, right? They go on this winning streak. They look phenomenal. They're scoring this amount of points. They have this amount of interceptions as the season they gradually go. And Miami has went in the opposite direction of play. So I think those things get considered, and when those decisions get made. But I don't think you can take Notre Dame out the playoffs. But that SMU loss really hurt Miami.
But my question is, what's the point of playing the games? Don't you play the game to have an argument of, in the end, they ask you to play a game with strength of schedule. Yeah. And you play a strength of schedule game, and now you get penalized for playing that game. Listen. And they get and Notre Dame gets a pass because they played the game. I mean, I just don't understand it.
I understand. I don't think there's a solid explanation besides momentum, besides popularity, besides ratings and views. I'm not saying Miami is not one of those, popular teams or schools, but I think that Notre Dame, and then you got a potential Heisman candidate on your roster.
Yeah, it's hard. Let me say this. I think it's just a complete bad look. I think it's a bad look for college football, because again, a large part of it is passing the eyeball test.
Mm-hmm.
And passing the eyeball test is you schedule tough games. Texas scheduled Texas A&M at the beginning of the year. You schedule those games. You see Nick Saban schedule those type of games all the time when he was coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're going to get in a position where people are going to start not scheduling those games.
But also, like, schedules aren't created. All the schedule isn't created like months in advance. Some of these schedules are created years in advance. So some pieces of the schedule are created way ahead of time. So I don't want people thinking like they just go in a room and pick and choose the schedule in, now. Like we're creating next year's schedule right now. Like some of these games have already decided what's happening next year, and they've been decided.
Yeah. Well, but going back to what I'm saying, you create the schedules for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
You go and you say, look here, man, we're gonna go and we're gonna play this schedule right here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna play this team right here. We're gonna play Notre Dame. Notre Dame is gonna that's gonna help our case in the long run. Or we could just play HBCUs all year and then go into the conference schedule. And then the first thing they're gonna say is, "You ain't played nobody."
Look,
That's
I
gonna
heard
be the
that one
argument.
before.
But here's their argument on this situation right here.
Mm-hmm.
Miami should be in. And Miami beat Notre Dame head-to-head and has the better scoring defense, better total defense, better passing game. Now I'm like, that head-to-head seems to matter more. So think of this. Miami won head-to-head. It still matters. Even in the NFL, the number one tiebreaker is head-to-head. They had 4 common opponents. In 3 of 4, Miami beat the team worse than Notre Dame did. Miami has the better total defense and scoring defense. I think Miami would have a right to be pissed. Like, hey, we scheduled you, we've got you, and we beat you.
Yeah.
What you have to say about that argument?
I don't disagree. I just feel like the way that they ranked this or, voted for these playoff games, and I don't know how they do it. I really don't know. It has to do a lot with Notre Dame, the school that they are. They're not in a conference, right? So there's that. So you're not really ranking them amongst their peers in the conference. You're ranking them over the overall, right? And yes, they beat them, but who are the teams that they beat in the SEC? Like, I just think that they're just a unique case, and I think everyone in college football that doesn't like Notre Dame because of they're not in the conference is going to have a problem with anywhere they land unless it's at home. But I think Miami still has a case. I'm not just 100% pro Notre Dame. I understand the frustration. And I think you should be upset if we beat you, like, but like I said, momentum and who you guys beat. And the almighty SEC, everybody loves some SEC.
Let me just say this here, and this is my opinion. This is my opinion of the whole thing, right? Number one, Notre Dame. I got 3 parts. Number one, Notre Dame takes advantage of the ACC.
Yes,
they play the weaker teams in the ACC. Then they play Miami. One tough team. They play all the bottom feeders. And then
was Pittsburgh really bad this year? I thought they were doing okay.
Yeah, Pittsburgh played Syracuse. Pittsburgh was okay. We beat the shit out of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh wasn't all there, right? They played bottom feeders of Big Ten, right? Purdue and all that kind of shit. They played the bottom feeders of the SEC. All that bullshit. That's how they build a schedule. But meanwhile, they use the ACC for every other sport. They're in the ACC for every other sport.
Like basketball. And
in COVID, they played for the ACC championship in football. So, and to add matters at it worse, to make it more worse, the ACC president, not saying anything fishy, but the ACC president kids go to Notre Dame. So why are you allowing Notre Dame to use the ACC in the manner in which they using it? Now Notre Dame is getting ready to cost you $30 million because the team who gets into the college playoff, they get $30 million.
Oh, okay.
Your league gets $30 million. So you just been screwed by the very team that you allow to just do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it to your conference. Yeah, Notre Dame got the TV network contract with NBC. That don't factor into this this equation of what I call the ESPN invitation, because and ultimately at the end of the day, ESPN has created this shit show. You know what I'm saying? But I think what needs to happen is, and that's why you don't see any argument from the ACC president. He's not doing no argument, no pushback. He ain't doing no caping for his league, his team, because at the end of the day, when you really do look at it, what else did this jackass do? He allowed Duke with a 7-5 record to get in the ACC championship.
I'm looking at Notre Dame's schedule, by the way. I was just looking at all the wins and losses, so that's what I was.
Yeah, you looking at on bottom feeders that they played. They know they strategically put their schedule together. If the ACC says to Notre Dame, I am not, either you get into the league full-fledged or you're not. That's what they should do. Or we're not going to play you. We're not going to play you. Now they have no fucking schedule. Then they have no case. Then they don't take nothing away from you. But the ACC executive, for some odd reason, he feels obligated. And then another argument becomes, well, when Notre Dame do play these teams, they bring damn near $60 million in revenue to each team.
Yeah.
When it comes to football. What make them, if that's the case, then make every time you play an ACC team, you're going to have to play them on the road. We're not playing at your place. Mind you, now next year, Miami is playing Notre Dame late at their place. Is that some bullshit or what? I mean, you can't make it up. But what they're doing, let me just say, what they're doing, in my opinion, everything in my opinion is based on wins and losses, and that shit settles on the field. If I beat you, then it is what it is. Take a look at this.
Miami should be in.
I'm sorry.
Beat Notre Dame head to
That's
head.
the same thing.
Next one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at Miami's schedule just so I'm very clear. I'm gonna go look at y'all's schedule one more time.
Yeah, please do that. Look at our schedule, because you need to be look at the wins and losses. Look at how many ranked teams we beat. That's why when Texas come up with their bullshit argument of, oh, we should be in over Miami, and Miami trying to score points in the last.
Okay, so the ranked teams you beat are who?
South Florida was ranked.
They're not anymore. Got it.
I think they still is.
No.
Well, they were ranked at the time. Since everybody want to talk about what happened at the time, Notre Dame was ranked. Florida was ranked. We beat, I think it was four ranked teams.
Yeah, I mean they're not ranked now, right? And so
they're not ranked right now.
The only people ranked that you beat is Notre Dame. It looks like that's still ranked that you beat is Notre Dame.
And that's the same argument for Notre Dame. You didn't beat no ranked teams.
They beat USC.
Yeah. I forgot the team they don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, they beat USC. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's just, I don't play a college sports expert on TV, but I am looking at the teams that y'all beat. Where are they right now? And because you're in competition with what? That playoff chart. So if none of the teams that you beat are even good enough to be ranked, does their value go down?
The value definitely go down. Let me know what your opinion is.
Okay.
making headlines by the chain Payless Shoes. They held a grand opening of a luxury store with a different name but the same shoes and charged hundreds more for those same shoes. Customers paid. Here's ABC's Kana Whitworth.
Behold, Palessi.
We built a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and filled it with Payless shoes. The guests at our grand opening party had no idea.
Guests invited to check out what looked like a luxury shoe shop.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
A $35 shoe going for $645, an 1,800% markup. Store owners sat on their heels as fashion influencers emptied their wallets.
I would pay $400, $500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, where'd you get those? Those are amazing.
Then they're let in on the prank.
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me.
Shut up. Are you serious?
But those shoppers were refunded their money and they got to keep the shoes.
David, Payless calling it a provocative social experiment designed to challenge today's image-conscious culture. Either way, it was an effective PR stunt.
Yeah.
David.
Clearly a marketing ploy, but they paid. Kana, thank you.
I'm sorry. What do you think about that?
I love it. I love it. I think that it is.
Because I mean, you're a fashion lady. I look at you dressed up, and you travel all over the world. And when you're in DC and you got to deal with all them different climates, unlike Miami, we just put on shorts and go outside. Mm-hmm. When you see something like that, and I'm thinking from the standpoint of all these superficial people, and more women see it than men. Oh, everybody want to have the red bottoms. Everybody want to have the Gucci and the Prada and this and the YSL, all that. Now we get ready for the holidays and everybody want all this beautiful shit. And when I saw a story like that, I just wanted to know what a woman thought about something like that. Like, this the same shit. And I think I saw a story like this years ago. It's the same exact stuff. They're just putting a tag on it saying that it is this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the clothing stores, especially shoe stores, they're a little different because, you know, some stores have their own unique style. Some brands have their own unique style. But clothing stores, they're getting it from the same place. They're literally just putting the label of the store on there for the most part, right? So it's, for me, it's never about the actual name on the shoe or the clothes. It's about how you put it on, like how you style it, how you wear it, how it's unique to you and in your style. So you could put me in a Walmart and I'm gonna look different. I'm gonna come out looking different in whatever I pick up there than the next person. It's literally about your personal style. So your personal style you can complement it with a $30 pair of shoes. Like some people thought they were $600 pairs of shoes. What's the difference? You would not know the difference. There are plenty of people that wear designer stuff that's not real designer stuff. So people like, I know you've encountered people. I encounter the most people I know that wear fake designer are people that could afford the real stuff. They wear the fake stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, would you call it fake if it's Payless? I mean,
no, it's not fake. That's not design. Like, I mean, it's a name, but it's not like the high-end luxury brands. So, but I know people that walk around with only named brands, and they're not even buying them from the brand. They're buying them from some China website, Chinese website. Sorry.
When I always thought, you know, and I did, you know, I wanted to break up. I always thought that, and I really always thought that it's really about who's putting it on versus
it's the person, it's a style.
It's the person who's putting it on. If you are comfortable with who you are, and you are the individual, I mean, it's you're that person. You put the shit on. It's like you're it. You make the clothes. The clothes don't make you.
Yep. I refuse to believe that everybody and their mama walking around here with a a Goyard or a legit Goyard. Like, please, like you can't even buy
What's
it
the
online.
Goyard? What is the Goyard? I don't know what a Goyard is.
It's a store that sells, handbags and stuff like that. But everybody has one, right? And people don't even know. You can't even go online and buy one. Like, you have to go to the store or have a plug to purchase. Like, it's not.
Is that's the little bag with the
stitch in the lines? I have one. It's downstairs, but it comes in a box like this. Goyard.
Is that the store? When I did have a girlfriend, I was trying to get her a bag, and I was going to.
They have a store in Miami. They don't have that many stores in the U.S. now, but they do have one in Miami.
I was going to get her a bag, and I said to myself, "Let me get her something nice." That's when I had a girlfriend. I'm single now, and I did end up buying her something nice, and I was like, "Why did I buy this bitch something nice?" Oh, I'm sorry, I can't say that. See, that's why they said, "Beware of me."
I'm listening. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I'm just saying. Listen. I bought the lady a bag, and there was this one store. I don't know what the name of the store is. It's over there in Bell Harbor. Anything in Bell Harbor is a problem.
Yeah,
they're gonna hit your fucking pockets.
Ain't nobody ever take me over there shopping.
Really? Yeah. You're here all the time.
Ain't nobody ever take me over there shopping.
Ain't none of the men took you over to Bell Harbor?
Nope.
It's just like, do you, baby? Get what you want.
They go to Aventura. You can go to Aventura.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, I'm in Aventura. I guess
they got Louis and all that stuff over there, and
yeah, that's all I got.
They never took you to. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. When you come down, you got to hang out with me. The little friends that you hang out with may not be the right friends. I don't want to say nothing too bad to get myself in trouble, because I know some of your friends. You can hang out with them sometime and hang out with me, but you don't come when you come down here. You don't hang out with me because, again, most people say I'm a bad influence on you.
I have hung out with him, so please don't let him fool you.
And so, a lot of my friends, their friends go to Aventura. They take their friends to Aventura. No, not Aventura, but Bell Harbor.
Okay. Yeah.
And listen. Yeah, I was just going to say I'll take you over there, but they really would say me and you doing something, and we don't want that, because that is what the masses think. We can't have that. So I have another clip right here, going back to sports, and I want your opinion of this right here. This is very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
Thank you. Let's be clear. The pride has never left, so we don't have to bring it back. All right, it's always been here. And I'm gonna say, although I did not go to school here, I can speak because of these two gentlemen right here, how prideful they are about this wonderful institution, and how much they reached out to me to tell me what me being here would mean to them personally. It was the catalyst of me being here. I want to tell you guys, usually when I get up in front of crowds, I'm scripted. And what I decided today was, I was like, I'm going home. So in saying that and going home, what I'm going to do is just be authentic and honest with you guys about what this means to me, what we plan to do, and what I'm looking forward to. So I'll start with what this means to me. Listen, for me to have my first head coaching job in this state that gave me everything, I provided everything for me as I sent that message to Aeneas. It means the world to me to be here. I could not have it be any other way and be any other place than here doing what we're about to do. Because I don't know if you guys, these colors, and it might be a different rendition, these colors, they've been good to me. I feel comfortable with these colors, wearing them. I feel like something great is upon us. So as I also understand, to whom much is given, much is expected. And
so obviously that's Marshall Faulk, and it's an acceptance speech of the Southern University job.
Mm-hmm.
And the question I wanted to ask you, again, just like he said, you know, he has limited coaching experience. He's a Hall of Famer. Everybody saw Deion do this, and he's been successful. What a lot of people don't realize, they're seeing Deshaun do it. They're seeing Michael Vick doing it. Seeing our guy over at Bowling Green, Eddie George doing it.
Yep.
Is this the new wave for HBCUs? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And I want to, before you answer it, I want people to know a little bit about Deion. Deion, this wasn't his first rodeo. Deion coached his kids in Pop Warner. He coached all the teams, picked the kids up, dropped them off, no different than what I did. Carried them, traveled them all over the country in the summers. He did 7-on-7s, picked them up, dropped them off, took his kid to baseball. He coached the team. He went on to high school, picked them up, dropped them off, brought kids, all these kids, influenced, won championships throughout high school, and then he segued into college. So most people don't know that. So my question to you is this a good thing? You think these guys are going to be successful, or do you think it's a bad thing? Do they need to go through the process before they take on these jobs, responsibilities? What you think?
I think, especially when it's your first time, you're only as good as the team around you, and your coordinators, your coaching staff, and your roster. So those things, no matter what, a head coach can look amazing if he has all of the great things behind him, from the staff to the roster up. So depending on how recruiting looks, depending on who he brings in there to work for him and with him, it all depends. I think Michael Vick is a great example for when you don't have the best people working with you. We saw that. I don't even actually know who's on Deshaun Jackson's staff, but obviously it's working. They've been able to do some great things. I think Michael Vick has shown you and kind of let you know, like, hey, I didn't make some of the best decisions when hiring my staff. So I think it all depends. It's going to initially be great because you get that attention and everyone wants to see what Southern is going to do. So they're going to be extra eyes there that probably weren't there before. So that's great, but you got to make sure you have the right people in place to make it not just be a 5-second thing. People's attention spans are short, so you got to win to keep it.
Yeah, I mean you made a great point. That whole situation with Michael Vick, he got to terminate all those coaches in his first year. That's unfortunately, that is the nature of the business, which most people look at it and they don't understand that part. That's part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the actual business. And getting a coaching staff prime right now. How many coordinators have he been through? Some of them got jobs, yeah, but a lot of them ended up doing what? A lot of them ended up he had to replace them because you're always looking to find the right fit.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Loxley, all of them do it. Everybody. Mario Cristobal went through 1,000 coaches. And And that is what a lot of people don't realize that comes with the job of, hey man, I gotta find these dudes that fit what I'm doing, and hopefully we can put this thing together and build a bond and win. You know, the question becomes,
he's the face. I'm not saying that he cannot coach. I don't know. But he is the face, right? And so everything behind him has to work, has to be smooth in order for him to look good. Otherwise, he don't look good.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're right. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it becomes a problem. And once these guys start failing, then everybody's gonna be like, oh, why y'all hiring these dudes here? They're gonna fail, blah, 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 and all that. It's not gonna be a good look for them. And so again, I hope they all are successful. I know it's difficult as a coach. I know it's very difficult to get out there and coach, you know, and I see a lot of guys come from college, from the pros, and think they know this football.
Yeah.
You know, they think we can get out there and coach. I'm in the pros. I know this shit back and forth, blah, 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 blah. It ain't that easy.
No, at every position, special teams, you know, like every position, O-line, D-line, like all of the positions you are responsible for. It's not just your position group. It's not just your quarterback. It's just not your wide receivers. It's a conglomerate of all of those things. And you have to be able to connect, because connection means kids come and want to play for you and play, you know, in that element. And you have to know, and parents and kids are be able to sniff that out. Like, I don't think he really know what he's talking about. It just sound good. They're able to sniff that out, especially if the money ain't right with NIL out here.
and that's the other part that goes with it too, which people don't. That's the other part that people don't realize, you know. And the other part of it is, I mean, in college, you're like going to the top of the mountain. Yeah. When you're gonna. You don't understand compliance. Mm-hmm. I love Teddy Bridgewater to death. Teddy Bridgewater, his situation in Miami was just a lack of knowledge of him understanding, you know, the compliance part of it. Yes. You know, a lot of people think you just go out there and coach and you could do certain things. Not goodness of his heart. Great guy. I mean, this dude is a beautiful guy. I mean, you
would want your child to be coached by someone that has their best interest like that. But unfortunately,
you want that. You want that for more reasons than one. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that the average person don't know. The average person don't know. A lot of these players, they don't know the technical part of it. Mm-hmm. They don't know the compliance part of it.
Yeah, policies. It's always policies, rules, regulations that you have to follow in anything. But I mean, a lot of that.
And what people don't realize, Prime took a guy named Coach Fleet. Mm-hmm. He was the head coach at Howard for some years. Mm-hmm. He went into college at Jackson State. He took Fleet. Fleet was his assistant head coach. And that kind of helped him navigate his way of knowing the rules and regulations of college football, because college football is a compliance thing, no different than high school. You say the wrong thing, go to the wrong place. I remember Michael Barrow got a job at the University of Miami. He got hit with damn near show cause because Michael Barrow went to sign the autograph. Just came from the New York Giants, started coaching, went out on the recruiting trail. Somebody asked to take a picture and sign an autograph. Mm-hmm. He did that, got in trouble.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Yeah. And so those little things, the average person don't understand those situations. Mm-hmm. And then they, find themselves getting in trouble. So on another note, I went to, before I ask you what your picks are this week, I went to the DJ Khaled golf tournament. See, I like
How was that?
And
it's lit out in Miami, y'all.
I don't know why you're not down here.
Nobody invited me.
The guy who was supposed to take you to Bell Harbor didn't invite you?
Nope.
And I want to show you, this is my team. This is my team right here. That's Terry Kirby, Virginia boy, Virginia man, Angie Martinez, Lamar Thomas, and me.
Angie looks
30 pounds
Angie
later.
looks great.
You see Angie out there golfing. Angie Martinez. Did you if you don't know Angie Martinez,
she looks so good.
Absolutely beautiful. Angie would interview. We was talking about Angie in her interviews. Let me put her picture back up. We were talking about her in her interviews, big time New York radio host. Angie would grill the fuck out of you. You went on the Angie Martinez show, you better make sure that you didn't smoke nothing, drink nothing, or do nothing, because she would skip it out and keep you alive. You came off that show either in good shape or you came off in bad shape. Now, this is big time golfer, Bo, what's that? Shim something. You got to help me out. Big time golfer. DJ Khaled, me, and Bo. Bo does commercials, PGA Tour player. Great guy. I mean, this dude stood up there on this tee. It was a par 3, about 217 yards into the wind.
Oh, wow. Into the wind?
Now, mind you, we whipping out our service woods. We whipping out another one whipping out their three wood. Khaled out there whipping out his driver.
Go far.
This fucking guy goes up there with an 8-iron. Now, mind you, for the average person like us, an 8-iron goes 140 yards. Buddy lines up with an 8-iron. And hit that motherfucker this close on the green. This close. I'm like, and then so he hits it that close. And they're like, okay, Luke, your turn.
He was like, what you want me to do?
Mind you, all these goddamn cameras sitting there. You got 1,000 cameras, all this. Like, yeah, Luke, your turn. We know you play golf. And I don't want to tell you people what happened.
What's your handicap?
Right now, I coach football, so it's football. It's not good right now. But I have been down to a 5 handicap at one point.
Okay. I noticed he didn't answer it, so I had to keep asking.
Right now, I'm probably a 20. But it just take me a couple of weeks. I get my shit together and go out there. This guy, and then I've got up there and shanked that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I should have just went on, hit the 3 wood and sailed it over the green. At least I'd have hit it over the green. They would have been, oh shit, you're kind of strong. The average people who don't know no better, but he would have been like, motherfucker, you don't supposed to hit no 3 wood. But again, that was something else. That was amazing.
You had time. You had fun though. That's all that counts for charity.
Good time. Mm-hmm. And then we saw this young man, Fat Joe, Malachi Tony.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see Fat Joe over there. I'm looking like at the young kid. Sorry.
Yeah, Fat Joe was Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
They got him in the shade. They got him in the shade there. He was doing his podcast there. Fat Joe.
I got no invite at all, y'all. I just want y'all to know that.
I told you we was there.
After the fact.
I'm
just leaving DJ Khaled's golf tournament. I'm like,
hold on. I don't understand people. People in the chat. If I say I'm going to the DJ Khaled golf tournament, if Khaled posts on his social media page, which he has 10 billion followers, and I do a commercial, I'm going to be at the DJ Khaled. Isn't that considered an invite to all my friends?
See that. That's not an invite to all your friends. That's now you know that.
So I got to personally go through my Rolodex.
I'm just telling you, I didn't see it. I'm
Is
just
that what
letting
I'm
people
supposed to
know
do?
that I wasn't personally invited. If they were happen to wondering, D, why didn't you go? And I wasn't personally invited. That's why I didn't go. And I didn't actually even know about it. I didn't even realize it was Art Basel, whatever, this week either.
I told you it was Art Basel. And
Yeah,
you
Basel.
said, Art
Basel.
said, oh,
I always forget about it every year. Every year.
always forget about it.
And
You
I say
said
I want to go, but I
same,
just forget. And I
you,
didn't when
you
tracking it.
said the same exact thing.
Uh-huh.
The same. I
But if
forgot
someone
about
would have invited me, I don't know, a week or so ago, then I would have even known it was this week. But nobody invited me to nothing. That's all the point I'm trying to make.
That's hardcore.
That's
I mean,
true.
I don't understand. Why would you? Listen. I'm trying to figure out why wouldn't I invite you? You're my friend.
What other pictures you got? I'm glad I'm still your friend after last night. You would show that one next. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with him? Why? What's the point? What is going on here?
That was the first D.
You got y'all got stretched and worked out. I understand.
We were on hole 9.
Mm-hmm.
We were 9B. We roll up in our golf cart to our hole, and we roll up to this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This lady on top of this guy, stretching him on the golf course. D, I've been playing golf a large part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing golf. I have never in my life saw no activities like this going on in the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I played many tournaments all around the world. I've never seen anything like this take place on the golf course in my life. And I'm sitting up there like, I had to take a picture of this because nobody wouldn't have believed what the hell I saw. So I'm sitting there, I said, I got to show people this. This is at the DJ Khaled golf tournament, people. The lady stretching people.
Did you get a stretch? Did you get a massage? That's all the people want to know. Were you next?
I told her, the lady came and said, come on, Mr. Campbell, come on, Mr. Campbell. And I was like, ma'am, I can't do it because she had some other uncompromising positions like that. I'm like, ma'am, look at what this man got. This people. I told the lady straight up, ma'am, I can't do it. I ain't gonna front.
It's the actual position. Like she's probably helping with his hips or something, you know.
Yeah, that's his back. She's stretching his back.
All that. Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
loosen him up. You got to go out there and swing. I bet you Bo probably got up on that table.
Look what
Bo probably got stretched out before he even came out there. Bo, the guy, the professional, the one that embarrassed y'all.
No, I don't think Bo would have did that. He probably lost all his sponsorship.
I'm sorry, I'm calling him Bo. I hope that's his name.
That right there was hardcore. That position right there was. I mean, listen.
You couldn't see yourself in that.
Let me ask, the question is, would you have gotten a stretch?
I love a good stretch. So are we down? I love it.
So you'd have let the lady stretch you like that?
Absolutely. For free? I'll just tip her. Please. Yes. You know how much those cost? Absolutely.
That kind of stretch?
Yeah. That kind of stretch.
So is that like a lot of money?
You know, stretches, depending on, you know, the expertise of the person, a stretch session is going to cost you more than a massage.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do that. Because I don't think I'd have ended up finishing the tournament. It'd have been a bad. I mean, I'm the guy who go to strip clubs. I'm the guy who go to strip clubs, right? And I don't get lap dances because I think that's dry sex, and you're not going to get me all excited for nothing.
Do you
I'm
go
not
to
gonna be-
spas? Do you get massages?
I get massages, yeah.
Okay.
No, they come to my house and massage me.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, and then, yeah, you got to get naked and all that, but then that's okay.
okay?
That's okay. You know, you're adult. You know, when the lady look for a man, when the lady wanna get you all gassed up, she give you one of them soft massages. When you get a real massage, you get a deep tissue massage. You ain't thinking about getting all roused up. So I don't know what Deshaun Watson was allegedly doing. And if he'd have went to court, then it would have been like, I wasn't getting a no. She didn't give me a deep tissue massage. She was giving me this nice massage and got me all jacked up and aroused up. It's two different things, ladies in the chat and people in the chat. Deep tissue, you ain't finna get no aroused.
Deep
She's
tissue was
really
hurting. That's
abusing
painful.
you. You're being hurt. You're being physically hurt. And all you could drink is water afterwards, and your body feels great and refreshing. But at the end of the day, hey, look, look, I'm not saying that that's something I want out on a golf course. That would have been you, the ladies. But I find it real interesting that all of a sudden all these beautiful women are into golf, which is a good thing.
I know. I wish I'm behind the curve.
They're out there posing. They got their little golf outfit on. It was very interesting. I would say I would show some pictures of some people I took some pictures with, but I don't want to do that because some of these people are a little too close, and they make it seem like as if we were. I don't want nobody to get the wrong impression. It ain't like I need to worry about that. But
you leave with some numbers or something? Is something?
Some girls. It was. I met a girl that was 45 out there. Drop dead gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was like, where have you been all my life? I've been looking for an old woman. Because I'm tired of
Look at you. Don't let him lie. You was not been looking for nothing old.
An old woman that looks 25. Do you like old dudes or young dudes?
I prefer older.
The thing is, for us men, we prefer young. But we prefer old with experience, but we end up settling for young. And if you seen them young things running around at that golf tournament, you'd have understood, and they were on the prowl.
They had some little skirts on, I'm sure. I already know. You don't even got to tell me. The skirts was minty.
It was.
The wind was blowing. You said.
It was. I would say it was an event. It was a extraordinary event, like the event since you didn't go to my show at Art Basel, and you said you weren't invited. I'm gonna just let you see a little snapshot of what it was.
I know. I seen it.
So I've been seeing that cut. I just played. That was the first time I saw it. But that was since you didn't make my show at Art Basel. Hopefully you got a taste of it. I brought it into your living room. Are you okay now? You're happy with that?
I'm okay.
Okay, good. So now you were there. You can't say You wasn't there. You can't say I didn't invite you or anything like that.
I appreciate the invite. I really do. Thank you so much.
So speaking of, let's get back to sports. How's this NFL?
The weekend?
What's your pick? Oh no! I want to go. No, I want to ask you about something that I saw online that you were talking about.
I was talking about it. You sure it was me?
Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
And you just went off on the state of Ohio. You went off on the Bengals because you said they got rid of Joe Flacco.
They did. Yeah.
I need you to elaborate on that.
So Joe Flacco put online that he had just found out the Bengals were sending him home. And I thought that was strange. I understand that Joe Burrow is back and he looked decent as he got through the mix with Baltimore on Thanksgiving. However, you could still lose Joe Burrow. And I didn't think it was interesting that they let Joe Flacco go, someone that they felt confident holding it down for Joe Burrow while he was gone, because Jake Browning couldn't do a thing. So I just don't understand. Even in the practice realm, like having Joe Flacco, someone that could get the ball down the field and could make Chase and Higgins look like something while Joe Burrow was out, I don't understand letting him go. And so the fact that they sent him home just let us know. It just made me think someone was uncomfortable with him being there, because why? And that's all. Because I don't have a reasoning why they would send Joe Flacco home, someone that they found reliable in their time of need.
But I mean, does it say the NFL is a dog eat dog? Because I remember part of the point was y'all got Joe Flacco. He came and held y'all down until
Burrow came back.
He won some games. He obviously upset Mike Tomlin, your favorite coach, and he can't. The man, I mean, the fucking guy went in. How many games did he throw for over 300 yards?
Yeah, I mean, so it's obvious they still got it.
Why would they do that?
Huh? I don't know. As I'm saying, somebody had to be uncomfortable with him staying. Like, what's the problem? And I don't want to make this about Joe Burrow and his ego, but like, why wasn't he good enough to at least stay at QB2? Was Jake uncomfortable? Like Jake, if anything, you should have been the one to go, because they can't depend on you if something happened to Burrow. But I don't know.
I'm just they got to tell me more. I'm really sick of these NFL teams doing shit. These beat writers not reporting what's really going on with the team in the locker room. They know what the fuck is going on. They fly on the airplanes. They're getting tips from players. It's what really happened. And they're not saying anything.
Yeah.
But when it's time for the player to get thrown off the team, or they want to move on from them, all of a sudden all kind of bad press comes out about the player, him not showing up, him not being there when he's supposed to be there, him missing practice, him gotten whole problems, girl problems, and all that stuff like that. I'm just so over these beat writers for allowing these type of things to go on when they know what the deal is. You just had a guy that came from one team, learned your offense in 1 week, went out there multiple times, put up big fucking numbers with your sorry ass defense, laid an egg, and you cut him.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Speaking of cutting players, CP3.
Yeah, Chris Paul. Oh, come to DC. The Wizards could use you. I feel terrible. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. But for you to tell the world that you're retiring and the Clippers, do that to you, I don't know what was going on in that locker room. But yeah, that sucks. It sucks. Like, you don't want to go out like that. You don't want your last season to be that way. So I don't know. But Chris Paul seems like someone that doesn't like bite his tongue either. So he's probably vocal about a lot of things.
No, Chris Paul keep it 100.
Yeah.
Because he can. When you're a Hall of Famer, when you are a Hall of Famer, you know your shit.
Yeah.
You know management. When you were the head of the league, what, he was the head of player personnel. What it was? He was the head of the union.
Yeah, and if NBA PA or whatever it's called.
Yeah, you know the business in and out, and you know when an organization is being ran wrong.
Yeah,
and so you're intimidated by that. And a lot of dirty things are coming out about this general manager because from what my understanding, he was brought over there as an assistant by Doc Rivers. Then all of a sudden he got promoted real quick, probably kissed some ass, and then got promoted. And then before you know it, he cut Doc's throat, fired Doc, and then gave he gave all those picks to OKC. I mean, he should really be working at OKC. Gave all them goddamn picks to OKC. Now they're a dynasty. Nobody gonna beat them in the next 3 years because everybody else is old. LeBron old. The boys in Golden State old. It's only a matter of time for Jimmy Butler to do some dumb shit. I'm surprised that
Why you mad at Jimmy Butler? Because he didn't want to stay in Miami.
Fuck him. And then he comes down. He don't want to shake the people's hand. Guys he went to war with. Fuck him. Jimmy is fuck Jimmy. Jimmy's soft as fuck. Fuck him.
Oh my
God. I don't like Jimmy. Put it on the record. I don't like Jimmy.
Oh my God. I like Jimmy. He ain't did nothing wrong to me. So
Jimmy is a clown. I wish I could do a bozo something. Jimmy is a clown.
Nah, you know what's about to happen, right?
It's only a matter of time. He did the same thing everywhere he went. Chicago, Philadelphia. He turned into a little bitch. And then at the end of the day, he did the same thing in Miami.
Oh, God.
And he's going to do it in Golden State. And I don't care what you're saying, Don, that he's not leaving. He's going to walk out the door. He thinks he's a Supermax guy, but he's not. He's a regular basketball player.
Well,
Jimmy.
Well, you know what's going to happen now. I'm going to run into Jimmy and, be like, hey, my friend Luke loves you.
Oh, so you want to go there?
No, I was just saying. It's just like a little pattern, I run into people. We talk about them. I run into them. And then I say, hey, my friend, my friend Luke.
People ran into a lady. I ain't going to call her name. And said, my friend Luke absolutely loves you, adores you.
Yeah,
I didn't ask her to do that. But before D did this is the messy shit. I sent D a text and say, I'm over that lady. I don't want her no more. I'm moving on.
Okay.
What does D do? Sees the lady last night and said, Luke absolutely adores you. No, my friend. And then the lady said, oh, Luke, stay away from him. He's crazy. Why would she do that? And why would you do that?
Oh, why would I do that? Look, I just thought she should know that someone, maybe she's not having the best of days. I don't know. I think it's nice to say something nice to somebody. Someone adores you. My friend adores you. Absolutely adores you. That's all I said. I didn't insinuate anything else.
You were wrong for that. You put that. You put her in a very. Wasn't that lady with a man?
She was with somebody. I don't know.
Wasn't the lady with a man?
She was with a male. I don't know, the relationship or anything, but I didn't say anything inappropriate.
You're bad.
But apparently, you've been saying something online because that person saw it, and that's why they said you was crazy. So it wasn't me. It's you.
Well, I said I think she's fine and everything, and she looks good. But I know, I know how pictures can be. And again, I was just complimenting the lady. I do that often. Yeah. I'm a complimental troll.
Yeah.
Not trolling in a negative way, but sometimes I troll in a very complimental way.
And that's why I'm saying what you said, because I'm going back to why this started. Is you saying all that about Jimmy, and I'm gonna run into Jimmy, and I'm gonna be like, hopefully
And
Jimmy
then
doesn't.
you gonna say, yeah, Luke loved
We're
you.
good. I'm gonna be like, I love you. I don't care what Luke say. That's what I'm gonna say to Jimmy. I don't care what Luke say about you. I love you.
Speaking of fuck Jimmy, did you see the Puff Daddy documentary?
I did.
Okay, let me hear the D Love Sports take.
It's changing every day. And today I really feel like this is evil versus evil at this point. The fact, because I saw something 50 Cent tweeted, and it was like, I'm number one in the US, and I don't know if it was the UK. And he said, I guess he had something else coming out, and he's like, watch out for whatever. And when I saw that, I was like, you are number one? Like, you're not number one. Like, this is not you. They put your name on this. And this is about another man's, life and livelihood and story. Like, you're not number one by yourself. Like, you are a part of a production. You're a part of this. And so when I saw that, I'm like, why are we making this about you? Like, so it wasn't a we. I probably would have expected if he said we were number one. And then it just kind of really dawned on me, like, man, this is evil versus evil. I don't know someone in your industry that would be willing to sign on and have their name on top of this, that is made to completely destroy this man and anything he's ever touched. And I'm not saying he is an angel and he's an amazing person. Please don't let me think that I'm defending Diddy in any capacity. But the more I sit and think about it, it's like, dang, how could you participate in this and be okay and then be like, oh yeah, I'm number one. Like, dang, So I wouldn't be able. Could you be executive producer or something like this to somebody?
And that's important that you say that. Being an executive producer, and I want to help educate a lot of people, because I think there's a whole lot of misunderstanding as to how this works. And you said it clearly, executive producing. Executive producing means two things. I'm an executive producer. I put the project together, or I put my money into it. Obviously,
or you're using my name and likeness.
Are you using my name?
And I might have, kind of said, I might have cleared.
I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. I want to executive produce this. I don't know too many other people who would have wanted to executive produce this. And going back to it, I've been seeing bits and pieces of it. I started looking at it today. I'm looking at the beginning, and I look at it from the eyes of a docuseries producer, because that's what I do now. Is I produce docuseries, TV shows, movies, and shit. So I look at it from that lens. Where you going? How you trying to go? But I want to give people a clear understanding of how this works.
Hold on. Pause. I want to ask the chat, because I think this is important, and I don't want this getting clipped and it's not to the quality. Chat, is his camera blurry? I want to make sure he fixes it before he goes in, because he's blurry on my end, but I want to make sure, because I don't want you talking, I don't want you spitting facts and they be like, he can't even afford a 4K camera. They not about to do that to you. No, see, I got your back.
On my end, hold on, I can check.
I just want to ask the chat. Ask the chat. He clear? He a little? Is he straight?
Yeah.
I ain't setting him up now. I got his back for that.
I could always.
You straight? Okay. All right. Cool. You straight now. You're better now.
Now you just told on yourself.
You just somebody said a little bit. You good? So I just want to make sure.
You just told that you have bad Wi-Fi.
I checked on my phone before I said something, so I checked on multiple. I'm wanting the chat to confirm.
All you bad Wi-Fi people are saying that it's a problem.
You good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
sorry.
4K.
We're going
You
back.
really got good Wi-Fi.
We're going back to the Diddy story. Cause you know what, Luke will go viral, and I don't want them doing that to him.
Yeah, maybe because I'm in this particular box, I need to go in that box, and I get clear because sometimes
the other one's good though. Go back to the other one. That's
yeah,
good.
the other one's good, but what happens is it takes up a lot of bandwidth.
Oh, okay.
The other one. So if I am clear in here, that's good. No, Luke, Uncle Luke is blurry.
So it's not me.
But Willie says 4K, but so it's really this. But anyway, let's go back.
Sorry, I would want to make sure he's straight, y'all. He ain't about to have
Thank you.
Looking crazy.
So my thing is this. I want to tell people how it works. When you speak of executive producer, when you look at the documentary, people, and the whole executive producer part of it, Puff Daddy was doing a documentary, right? So everybody's thinking that, oh, it's some big, oh, he got this footage, this is crazy, and how the fuck, he's a beast, all that. 50 is a great producer of these projects. He's very good at what he's doing, right? Yeah, I am blurry. Now that I went back to that box, I don't know, maybe I'm losing space here. But yeah, I'm a little blurry. I don't know why. I'm on a different computer. That's probably why. But since I'm going to be real blurry, we're just going to do it like this. So 50 has a situation where he went into a documentary where Puff Daddy had already entered in a deal with Netflix. He entered into the deal with Netflix, right? They go into this deal, and Puff Daddy has all his footage that he already shot. Thinking he was going to get out, I'm going to document all this stuff. I'm going to do this deal with Netflix. You probably look online, see what the amount of money he allegedly received for the documentary. He ends up getting convicted. He goes to jail. Netflix has all his footage. So Netflix, when you do a deal with a Netflix or whatever, you sign over all that. They become the owner of the footage that was shot. They have a production team that goes in and they shoot this footage. They own the footage. You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, what ends up happening is this. They have this footage sitting there of this documentary that they were going to shoot. They didn't say, we got to do something with this. We got to get our money back. This guy's going to go away for some time now. We need to get the benefits of this. The best way we can do this and tell this story without any input from anybody else or anybody, we're going to tell this story the way we want to tell the story. Is always a rise, the fall, where the guy came from, where he's at today, where was he at his peak, how did he get there, and then the fall, the train wreck. That's what normally happens in these situations. So they had the opportunity where they took that footage and then found a guy like 50 and say, hey, 50, we got this footage. Won't you just do a whole documentary on this? We got the case went over. Just come on in, be the executive producer. You take the hit. You've been after him for the longest. For whatever reason it is, and we know you're gonna be a part of producing this, and you're gonna go hard on the dude. That's what happens. I haven't looked at the rest of it. I only got into the first episode. And I'm taking it as I go to look at it. But so people can understand, the guy was doing his own documentary. That is why you see all this backstage footage of him talking to the lawyers and talking to all these people, going out on the street with the camera. That is wild footage. You accumulate a bunch of footage and you edit it the way you want it to be edited. And so they got all this footage. Like, I guarantee you, if he'd have been out of jail and if he was producing his own documentary on this crash and burn, it would have been a lot more of how him looking good. It wouldn't be talking about no Biggie funeral. It'd have been, you would have never seen that part in there where he got in the car and said, oh, I got to wash my hands and all this. I touch people. Oh, my God. People are so dirty in Germany. You would never have seen that.
Nope.
A lot of times when people are doing documentaries and docuseries, that footage exists of some uncompromising situation, but the people are out of jail and they're part of the editing of the documentary. Like I just showed you a clip of my party. Some parts of that I'm going to take out because the music didn't match the scene. You know what I'm saying? And so that is how it works. That is how production works. And he would have been in control of the documentary. And I think that's what he wanted to do, was take and do a documentary to be able to control the narrative of how people are portraying him. And the only way you do that is do it with a big major company. And that helps clean up your image.
Absolutely.
And so his attempt to clean up his image in the situation that he was in, because people were painting him as a bad person, became a worse situation. Because when you sign that contract, I would deal with Paramount to do my movie. Will Packer is the producer. I just signed over my rights. I just signed over my rights for a certain length of time. I can't go do a documentary on Luke Records right now. I can't do another movie on myself right now because I've signed over the rights to Paramount. Or I would have to get approval. So when Paramount starts shooting, Paramount control all that. They control all of the rights. And so now I got to like trust in Will Packer that I can go in there and be like, no, Will, we're going to do it like this and do it like that. But ultimately, they have the right to supersede what I may want to have done or how people are portrayed in the movie. The average person don't know that. And in this case, it's a docuseries. You know, just like you say, I'm taking it piece by piece because I want to absorb it all in a fan way and look at it. So when I do come on in and say, I saw the whole documentary, this is my opinion. Look, you'll see a part in there where I'm at the funeral. I had a stress patch. Everybody in my body.
Oh, you know what? I remember, now that you mentioned it, I do remember seeing that picture with someone. I did see you. I did see that picture of you at Biggie's funeral. But I also want to say, like, you said you want to consume it as a fan. I've consumed it. I'm removed from it. I'm a whole day and some change removed from it. And I'm still changing my opinion's changing daily, you know, multiple times a day of how I feel about it. So
yeah, and that's what docuseries do. When we produce docuseries, we put something on people's mind, and you're gonna have to go back and look at it like 3 or 4 times. Because when you initially take it all in, it becomes like overwhelming, and you're going from one episode to the next, and it'd be like, shit, what the fuck? And so they're taking you on a roller coaster ride to get to where they're trying to go at, and ultimately climax at the end. They're trying to paint a picture of a certain individual, whether it's good or bad, indifferent. And obviously, in this case, they're painting a picture, in their opinion, of him being a bad person, an opportunist, taking advantage of a situation. I mean, this whole thing about the women, that's hard. I mean, that's an indictment in itself. 50 is indicting him on so many like I saw bits and pieces of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then going at the beginning, I see, okay, little bits and pieces, but then I know where the fuck y'all going in.
Mm-hmm.
You start off, it's like more of, and I know when I get deep into it, it's more of he's a fucked up person.
Mm-hmm.
He's violating rule number 1 as a man. Never fuck with another man's girl.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the pieces I saw before, it always alluded to that.
Yeah.
And it started off, what I'm looking at now, it started off, I'll be sure girl.
Yes. Kim Porter.
At the front desk,
Mm-hmm.
working at the record company.
Yeah.
And you know that's I'll be sure girl. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's some deeply rooted, fucked up shit in an individual. And I know Puff, and I think he should be out of jail. I think the woman had a lot to do with what the fuck went on. Also, her ass should be in jail too. If he in jail, fine. Is he fucked up person? Hey, look. But when you start doing that, that is man rule number 1. That normally brings bad luck to you, or that can get you really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You're going after all these dudes' girls.
That's just one aspect of it. I think with him, you got to go back. I think they do a little bit of a good job, but of course, it's one-sided of talking about his childhood, right? You got to go back.
Yeah.
You got to go back and see where could all this have come from, and him.
Yeah, and that's what they try to do in the beginning. And I'm glad I did see the first part. I'm on the first one, and they're trying to, which I don't kind of agree with. You trying to paint the picture that the mother was a gangster.
Well, she
She
had been one,
and she's stopping and making all these fucking stops. You were insinuating that the mama is a gangster.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what gangsters do. They go make pickups. I mean, let's keep it a buck. And the kids in the car.
They're insinuating his dad was some type of hustler or something.
Yeah, then you want to say they got a stage in the house and they had to get on the stage and dance, and the mama had damn near want to say mom had a pole in the motherfucking house and had all these Jet magazine models and shit and all this. What mom really running? What the fuck is mom Duke's really running?
Running a brothel club
and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of shit. I mean, you could burn him up, but don't burn mom up. You know, and then you see the piece where mom say, "Yeah, shit, I used to work at the
after hours." Yeah, she said she worked at the. You saw his face. His face was like.
He was like, "Huh? What the fuck?"
He tried to bring it in. His face was just like, "Why are you talking about?"
Yeah,
this?
he don't know that, but I used to work at the after hour. Look, mom, we don't need you to be talking about. So, I mean, they edit this motherfucker and cut this motherfucker. They should get an award for it. For what I'm seeing right now, and I know it's going to get worse. They just setting the whole table up. The table is being presented as the direction of this doc and what's going to carry it through scene and episode after episode. So when I look at it from a producer standpoint, I'm looking like, oh shit. That's why I saw the little clippings of what I saw, that you fuck with everybody woman. Bad things come to you. You got it from your fucking mama. You're a bad person. All this with the Biggie funeral. You then took Biggie whole life, like you take niggas' girls, and they want to try to make it seem like he killed them off and took his whole life. You became the star. Fuck everybody else. And you replaced Biggie and you became the biggest star on a label, and you really don't do shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
And in the gymnasium, you killed all them people and you took no responsibility for it.
They definitely tried to paint it, but like every time there's some type of tragedy around him, someone's life is lost, he elevates, he gets even bigger. So they definitely tried to paint that picture from the beginning until until the end, that he elevates every single time someone somewhere in his orbit loses their lives. he becomes even more of a superstar. And so I feel like I've said that 5 times, but I think I think that he just wanted the fame and the power and everybody to know him and everybody to praise him, and he wanted to be the superstar, but he didn't have superstar talent. He just didn't. He wasn't the best dancer, even though people say he danced. He couldn't rap, he couldn't sing. He didn't have the talent to be the superstar, but he found a way to be the superstar. And so he hustled. He hustled his way. Andre Harrell, they couldn't get rid of the kid. Like, he was just adamant about doing that. And he had that hunger, he had that drive. But that's also scary, right? And that's why I say fame is a drug. It's terrible. It's a disease, because the things people will do to get fame is crazy. They will go to extremes.
Listen. You're right. The things that people do to get fame is crazy, and that's an interesting question that Willie said. Biggie was leaving Puff Daddy. That's why Biggie created Junior Mafia and outside of Bad Boy. That's interesting that you said that, because I knew Biggie real well. Real close to the situation. I knew Biggie. Biggie would come down, hang out with me, stay at the condo. We knew each other. We did records. I did songs with Biggie, recorded with him. You know what I'm saying? There was some friction. There wasn't no kumbaya. And you're right. Biggie was creating his own thing. You're right. Biggie created Junior Mafia, Lil Kim, and all that. And that was outside of Bad Boy. That was Biggie and creating his own label. Right? I don't know if the documentary got into that part of it. And so I know, just sitting in the studio, me, Biggie, Fate, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia, Biggie was creating his own shit. Because he's an entrepreneur. So that's why I'm glad nobody wanted to interview me on this shit, because there's it's
look they didn't call you for the documentary.
If they'd have called me, I would have said no.
As you should. I wouldn't want no part of that.
I ain't want no parts of it, because
we need to have our own episode. When you finish watching it, we need to have a conversation. You're not
we're
finished
gonna
yet.
have a conversation.
So we're gonna have a real conversation about it when you finish.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that on Sunday or Monday. Sunday, I think a lot of people be engaged for some reason. I think I guess everybody team sorry as fuck. Last Sunday I just came on, popped on, was just messing around. It was 1 billion people. I'm like, oh, maybe we need to go on Sundays. But yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna look at that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna look at the entire documentary, people, and I'm gonna find out. We're gonna come on and we'll have us a conversation about it. All right. So D, I want you to have a great weekend.
You too.
This weekend, and I want you to cheer for the teams that Miami need to get beat to get into the championship. And if that happens, then you get to come.
What happened to the Cowboys?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for the show tonight. Make sure y'all go to look at D Love Sports. D Love Sports. Follow her on Twitter, Instagram, all those beautiful places. People, she wants to be messy again. Make sure you check me out on YouTube, UncleLuke.tv, Uncle Luke Real One, Twitter, Instagram. All y'all good people on Facebook. Thank you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe since you want to be messy. And D, I want to thank you again for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
You started off messy and then you ended up messy. You started off messy.
Before we went, I just didn't know if you wanted to address the Cowboys. You kind of
No. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a good weekend. I love you, D. And come down.
Thank you.
Come down. I'm not going to take you. I was going to take you to to Bell Harbor, but now I'm
That's
gonna
what
take
they
you to
all
the
say.
flea market.
I'm used
Your
to it.
ass is going to USA Flea Market. Bye.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Come wish gone bring that Uncle Luke back.